jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells.
Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven, and thank you very much for joining me today. And welcome to our very exciting CraftStash homemade Christmas YouTube haul. Today I'm bringing this project here, and it is using the all hung up card panel die set from Card Making Magic. And as you can see, it is a countdown till Christmas Day calendar, and I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to share this tutorial with you. So before we get on into today's tutorial, please check out the description box down below for the links, and be sure to subscribe to CraftStash and all the other channels that are going to be taking part in this YouTube hub. You can also get up to 40% off products used in the hot videos today. Don't miss out on this chance to stock up on your crafting supplies and grab some bargains. Hurry as stock is limited, and as always the links for them will be down below as well. So just want to mention a bit about the CraftStash VIP. So for just $9.99 a year, you can join CraftStash VIP and get an extra 10% off the sale price, and on all future orders for an entire year. Enjoy early access to new launches, priority order dispatched, and unbelievable exclusive deals, double reward points. So sign up before you go shopping today and get your extra 10% off as well. And don't forget to make sure you subscribe to CraftStash's newsletter to keep an update with daily deals, new launches, big sales, and more exciting offers, including a deal of the day you won't find anywhere else. And I absolutely love the deal of the days. So you'll see the pop-up sign to sign up when you head over to look at the sale today. And let's get on in today's tutorial and show you how to make this cute countdown calendar. I hope that you enjoy, guys. Okay, so we're going to start off with the outer box. So this is my template. So we have the outer box, and then we've got the inner box. So for the outer box, the first piece you will need is 11 3/4 by 10 3/8, and along the 11 3/4 inch side we are going to score at 3/8 of an inch, two and 3/8, 9 and 3/8, and 11 and 3/8. And then on the 10 and 3/8 inch side we will score again at 3/8, 2 and 3/8, 8 and 10. Then the next piece measures 7 inches by 5 and 5/8. Okay, so that's for the outer box. Then for the inner box you will need a piece of card that measures 8.5 by 9 3/4, and along the 9 3/4 inch side we will score at 1/2 inch, 2 and 3/8, 7 and 3/8, and 8 1/4. And then along the 8.5 inch side we will score again at 1/2 inch, 2 2 3/8, 6 1/8, and 8. Start off with the outer box. So you're going to get the larger piece that we did the scoring on, and you want to just fold on those score lines. So now we're going to do some trimming. So I have done one side already, but I'm going to show you how I did that on the other side. So in this first corner here, we have this large square, and we have these 2 rectangles and this small square in the corner. We're going to cut off the 2 rectangles and that small square in the corner off completely. So we're going to start off with doing that. Okay, and then you're just left with that square there. We're going to cut up this score line and cut up to this horizontal score line. And then we're going to give this a slight trim. Okay, so then that's your first tab. We're going to come over to this corner again, and we're going to cut off those 2 rectangles and that square there. So I'm going to cut up this score line here. Okay, so that's what you would do with them, and then you'll see you have these tabs on the sides here. You want to leave them because this bit that we cut, which is the 7 by 5 and 5/8, is what's going to make the back of our box up. So before we assemble this, I actually want to cut an opening out the front of my box. So I've die cut out the fireplace out of the all hung up card panel die set from Card Making Magic, and I'm going to place this on the front, and I'm going to have it right at the top at the front of my box. And then I'm going to just get my white gel pen, so then I'm able to see it on my black card, and I'm just going to trace around this middle bit here. I'm going to get my craft knife and just cut that out. Okay, so that's done, and then that will go over the top like so, and then obviously we'll have the inner box inside. Then we are going to add our adhesive. So I'm going to add it to the outer part of the tabs. And turn it over to the what would be the inside of the box, and you want to add adhesive to those 3/8 of an inch tabs here. Okay, now before we assemble this, we actually want to assemble the inner box, which is this one here, because it will be easier to attach this whilst it's still, you know, flat. So again, you want to go in with this piece, fold on those score lines. You're going to do the same cutting as what we did on the outer box. So again, you've got this square here, and you've got these rectangles and this square here. We're going to cut them off completely, and then we're going to cut up this score line here, and then give that tab a trim at an angle. And then you want to leave these 1/2 inch tabs on all 4 sides. You want to leave them as they are. Okay, so I'll do one with you, and then obviously I'll go ahead and jump to doing the rest. So we cut up this score line here. Okay, cut these 2 rectangles off and this little square, and then give that a trim. Okay, so you do that with the other 3. Okay, so then that's what it will look like. You're going to add your adhesive, but this time you're going to add your adhesive to the inside of those tabs and also the inside of these 1/2 inch tabs, because these tabs here are going to get tucked behind the side like that. So then you're not going to see that in when you place it into your box here. It will look all nice and tidy. Okay, so we're going to peel off our backing on our tape. Okay, and then we're going to fold that up, and I just want to make sure that it's all lined up, and then press that down. Okay, so you can see the tab is on the outside of the box. Then these 1/2 inch tabs are going to get folded back like that, and then they will get attached behind there. Okay, so you continue folding your sides up. These will get folded back like so, and then we're going to peel off the backing on these. So I'm going to line up this fold here with the bottom of this opening here, and just go in and just make sure that is all stuck down. Okay, and then that is your inner box all added. Assemble the outer box. So we need to peel off our backing on our tape, and then we're just going to fold that up and line up those sides. So you're going to do that all the way around, and we want to add adhesive to our tabs. So I'm just going to grab my glue and just add some adhesive onto there. Okay, so I didn't realize I was recording the bit where I was attaching this piece. So you want to get the card that measures 7 inches by 5 5/8, and you just want to attach that to the back of your box, and there we have it. I'm going to make the boxes. It's going to go in here. So I've got a piece of card that measures 6 3/8 by 6, and along the 6 3/8 of an inch side we will score at 3/4 and 5 5/8, and then on the 6 inch side we will score at 1 7/8, 2 5/8, 4 1/2 and 5 1/4. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is going to be for our divider. So this piece measures 4 by 3 3/8. Along the 4 inch side you will score at 1/4 inch, 1 7/8, 2 1/8 and 3 3/4. And then along the 3 3/8 of an inch side you will score at 1/4 inch and 3 1/8. And then for our boxes that we're going to have our numbers on, you need 2 pieces of card that measure 9 inches by 6 3/8. So along the 9 inch side you will score at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8 and 8 1/2. And then on the 6 3/8 of an inch side you will score at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and you'll do that for your second piece. I've assembled one of these already, so I'm going to do the other one with you. So that's all the scoring now done. We just need to fold and burnish our score lines. Start off with the divider, and as you can see I've trimmed this one already, but you would have 3 small squares, so one here, one in the middle, and then one on the end here. On one side you're going to cut that square off completely, okay, and you'll do the same to the opposite side. And then these two here, we're going to cut up the score line either side of this square here, so we've got a small tab, and then this one we're going to cut up the score line and we've got another tab here. And then you'll do the same on this side, so we have our smaller tabs here, okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive to this large tab here, and we can just fold that over and glue that together. And then we're going to tuck in these smaller tabs, and the seam is at the back, so this one will go down first, and then this one, what will be at the front of our box, go towards where the seam is on our box. And we're going to add our glue here, and then we're going to close that up. And then we're going to do the same for this side, so we're going to tuck in the small tabs and then just fold them over and glue that one down. So now we're going to assemble our box that will have our numbers on. So like I said, I've done one already. So what we need to do is you'll have the 2 rectangles on the side here. You need to cut them off completely, and then we're left with this tab. And then we've got the 4 squares along the bottom and at the top, and you will cut up these score lines here, so then you'll get these 4 flaps here, and you'll do the same to the other side. We're just going to add glue to this tab here, fold that over and stick that one down as well. Again, we're going to fold in our sides, but first I just want to trim these ones down. So I'm going to just trim that. So these ones that we cut will fold down first. Then we've got the flap where the seam is at the back, so that will go down next. And then we've got this one that we're going to glue down. So I'm just going to fold them back so then I can just get in there and press that down. Again, I'm going to trim these 2 down and fold them in, fold that one over, and then we can glue this one down. Our 2 boxes now for our numbers. This one, so this is going to be along the bottom, and I'm going to have a sentiment that says countdown to Christmas. So this one here, we have these 2 squares here, a rectangle, a square, and a rectangle. First square, we will cut that off completely, like so, and then we're going to give this a trim at an angle. We're going to come to the score line between this square and this rectangle, and we're just going to cut up that, so we've got our tab here. And then this square, we're going to cut either side of that to make another tab here, okay. So this is what it will look like. We're going to do the same to the opposite side, cut this one off and give that a trim, because that's our tab to fold our box up. Cut up here and here, okay. So there we go. Then again, we're going to add glue to this tab here, fold that over and stick that down. Push in our small tabs here, fold that one over, and then glue this one down. Right, we're going to seal this box up completely and glue this one down to go in here. I want to add these when I've added my fireplace, okay, so that will go on there. This will get attached in there and glued in there. This one will go here and that will get glued in there, and then we've got our boxes that will go either side of that divider, like so, okay. And then our fireplace will go over the top. So before I add the boxes in there, I want to add some paper. So the paper I'm using is from Simply Made Crafts, and it is called Holly Jolly Christmas Paper Pack. So the first piece measures 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and I'm going to place that one in the back there. Then you'll need 2 that measure 1 5/8 by 4 3/4. One's going to go on the bottom here, and then the other one is going to go on the top there. Then you'll need 2 that measure 1 3/4 by 3 5/8, and they're going to go on the sides there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. Okay, so that's that now added. Now I'm going to add my paper to the outside, and you'll need 2 that measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/2. One will go here and one will go on the other side, and then 2 that measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/2. One will go on the top and the other one will go on to the bottom. So I'm going to stick them down. So that's that now added, and I'm going to add these 2 boxes inside because I want to glue these in. So I'm going to have the seam at the back, and I'm going to just add my glue on the back here and also the sides, and I'm going to place that in there, glued in. And then I've got the divider. I've added a piece of the pattern paper that matches that, and this measures 1/4 inch by just under 2 7/8. Okay, and then I'm going to add glue on the back and the top and bottom, and I'm going to try and get that central. So I'm just going to pop that in and glue that into place, and then we will just add these 2 in there, but I want to decorate them up. So I'm going to start getting the decoration pieces ready, and for that I'm using Simply Made Crafts medium poinsettia die set for these here to make like a garland over my fireplace. I'm using Simply Made Crafts alphabet die set for the numbers. I'm using the Card Making Magic Santa's Coming 5x7 stencil, and I'm just using it for the bricks. And then obviously I'm using the all hung up card panel die set from Card Making Magic. So I've die cut out my fireplace in the white, and I'm also going to use the stockings. So I'm going to get all that ready, and then when I've done that I will come back. Okay, so I have gone ahead and decorated it, and this is what it looks like all finished, and I absolutely love it. This would be nice for a gift for someone, or you could just keep it for yourself as a home decor. And if you wanted to give it to someone, you could add a piece of white card on the back here, you know, and then write your message on the back there. But I think this would make a really nice home decor piece. So what I've done is, I don't know if you can see behind the garland, I've added some craft cardstock, and I've done that to the top and bottom just to make it look a bit more of a vintage fireplace. And then I just distressed with some vintage photo ink. And then for the boxes, I have cut out 6 pieces of mirrored gold card that measure 2 by 2 inches, and I've stuck them on all the way around, and I've done that for both pieces. Now for the numbers, there is a particular way that you have to add the numbers for it to work from 0, 1 to 24 or 25, whichever one you want to go to. So for the first box, you will need the numbers 0 to 5. The second box, you will need the numbers 0, 1, 2, 7, 8, and then the 6 will need to be a 9 as well. So 9 and then obviously 6. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And then I went on to my Word on my computer and just typed out till Christmas Day, and then I printed that out. And then I've just added some decorations. So we've got the Christmas Santa's sack here. I've just cut some squares out for Christmas presents. We have the stockings, and then I've just added some sequins on there, and I might even go in and add some glitter just to the white bits on the stocking and the sack. And there we go. And I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and give it a go using the Card Making Magic all hung up card panel die set. So that wraps up our session today, and don't forget to check out the other presenters' channels for more crafty inspiration, and don't forget to subscribe to CraftStash for loads of great card making tutorials as well. Also remember, CraftStash offers the best prices, amazing value for VIPs, and top-notch customer service. You can find all the relevant links in the description bar below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel where it will pop up, a circle will pop up here. Check out other videos from me by clicking on here, and also go over to CraftStash YouTube channel, which I will link one of their videos here as well. So till next time guys, take care and happy crafting. Bye.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing